What's up everyone, and welcome back to Top5Central. We've all been there. You're sleeping over your friend's house or just hanging out when the parents come in and start talking to you. Pretty soon they start fighting or doing something so embarrassing that your friend literally starts screaming at them to leave because it's so awkward and funny. So today we're looking at the 5 most embarrassing parents on the internet. But yeah, come clean. If your parent has ever been embarrassing, leave a like on the video and comment the most embarrassing moment for you. Whoever comments the funniest story gets pinned at the top of the comments. But with that said, let's get right into the video. Number 5. So I actually think this is super funny, but judging by this poor kid's reaction, I'm not sure he felt the same way. Basically, the background for this story is that the mom picks her son up from school every day, and each time she tries something different to embarrass him and make him laugh. So what'd she do this time? Well, she pulled up alongside him and yelled his name to get his attention, but that was only the beginning. Then she started blasting Adele out of the speakers and singing along, changing the words so that everyone walking past knew she was his mom. I'm not joking, she even started scream singing that she loved him while dancing in the middle of the parking lot, and all he could do was stand there looking horrified. I mean, he even tried to run away from her at one point, that's how embarrassed he was, but I bet he enjoyed the attention when all of his friends were talking about it the next day.
I've said 1,000 times! Justin! I love you! Now get your butt in the car before I make a bigger scene than I already have.
Number 4. So you'd think if you're getting ready to graduate as a cadet, you'd be pretty hard to embarrass, but it turns out that it's still possible when you get a mom involved. I mean, this poor guy was already doing a 5-mile run to prove to his instructors that he was ready to graduate and start work, but his mom decided a little extra punishment was in order too. Basically, she found a spot on the route where she knew every single cadet would run past, then printed off huge signs with one of her son's really embarrassing baby pictures on it. In fact, she even spelled his name the way she knew it was spelled on his uniform, just so every single one of his classmates definitely knew it was him. So yeah, as soon as he ran past, she started cheering and waving the sign like crazy, just to add a little extra embarrassment to the moment.
So, what better time in this big event than for soon-to-be CHP mom Carrie Patching to full-on embarrass her son?
Oh, totally. Totally.
You see, after enduring 27 weeks of her son's training, not to mention 29 years of mothering, Patching made sure to be at the cadet run holding this sign, complete with a picture of her son, then just 5 years old, with a sad boo-boo face, and his name misspelled, just like they did it on purpose at the academy. And she made sure to hold it high, so the 65 other cadets in training could see it. Sure seems embarrassing, right? Is that the point?
Oh, it's completely the point.
Why embarrassing?
Well, I'm still his mom.
And you always will be.
I always will be.
But make no mistake, as fun as it was to get a little parent payback, it was also very clear that this Sacramento mother is proud of her son, Brad Patching, spelled with an I.
Little did I know that this is what was going to happen.
Number 3. Alright, let's be real. No one knows how to embarrass a daughter like her dad, and there's no better time to do it than just before school. In fact, this is such a common embarrassment technique that I'm guessing some of you watching will have had it happen to you too, and you'll know just how painful it actually is. Like, it starts off pretty normal. The dad just tells his kid he loves her in a normal voice, but then he just gets louder and louder and louder. Pretty soon he's yelling at the principal about just how much he's gonna miss his girl while she's at school, and other students are looking around to see who the crazy parent yelling in his car is. With that said, the best thing of all is that even the girl she's carpooling with can't deal with it. I mean, they're her best friends, but as soon as he starts yelling, they literally run away, leaving her to do the walk of shame all by herself.
Bye, sweet girl. Have a good day at school.
Oh, there's a puddle. Holy crap!
Bye, sweet girl. Bye, Kate! Bye, Kate!
Get out!
I love you, Kate!
Stop!
Have a great day at school, Kate! Bye, Cordelia. Bye, Emma. I love you, Kate! I'm Kate Downey's father! Hi, Principal Dennis! Hi, Principal Dennis! I'm Kate Downey's father!
Number 2. Now, most of the parents on this list have been trying to embarrass their kids on purpose, but this is so much worse because none of it's actually a joke. Seriously, this mom isn't pretending to be obsessed with The Lord of the Rings just to make her daughter cringe. It's actually a big part of her life, and it goes way beyond just watching the movies every Christmas. I mean, she literally keeps cutouts of every character in the house, and she takes them everywhere, even when they go out to dinner with the family. She even orders them their own food and drinks. Well, it's actually even weirder, because she does impressions of them so they can order themselves. Now all that's pretty crazy, but she also makes her daughter get in on the fun by playing like Duck Duck Goose and other games with the cutouts in the backyard. I'm guessing she doesn't have friends over very often, because cardboard cutouts kinda freak me out.
One of my favorite pastimes is playing cards, and so I like to come home and just relax and be with family. Alrighty, everybody, here we go. You wanna hit? They are family to me. They are comfort to me.
It's wonderful to see you, Gandalf.
And I love them with all my heart. Well, I know, Frodo, sometimes Sam and you exchange words that you're right, you're right.
When I come home, I might catch her talking to the...
She takes Legolas to work, and her favorite dinner companions are Gollum and Smeagol.
When Lord of the Rings is part of your life, taking Gollum or any of the cutouts with you is just second nature.
You guys bring some friends with you today?
Yeah.
What would you guys like to drink?
Smeagol?
He likes Dr. Pepper. No, we want Sprite. No, we want Dr. Pepper.
Okay, here's our first honorable mention. If there's one thing teen girls are famous for being good at, it's selfies, but this dad is out to prove that they're not the only ones who could take great pictures. Basically, he got mad at his daughter for taking too many cute and sexy profile pictures. When he asked her to take them down, she refused. And that meant he had to get creative, and this is what he came up with. Okay, here's our second honorable mention. Getting shouted at by a parent is embarrassing enough, but when you're streaming and nobody knows how many people can hear it, it's gotta be even worse. I mean, to be fair, this guy did skip school claiming he was sick, but when his mom came upstairs, he was gaming and seemed completely fine. Obviously, she wasn't happy, and she went from 0 to 100 real quick, like screaming at him to turn off the game before she came and unplugged everything herself. So yeah, rule number 1 to playing hooky, don't live stream.
Mambo Rixie is mid.
Get off! Stop screaming! Get off! I told you, if you play, I'm gonna pull out all those wires. So shut it off and get back in bed.
I mean, he'd be in, but it's not completely up to
Get
me.
back in bed right now.
Can you not freaking scream here?
I don't give a shit what you're doing. It's school time!
Well,
I don't care if it's school time. I'm not doing school right now.
when it comes to editors, it's mostly...
Why?
You stayed home because you claimed you were too sick to go to school.
I was.
Now you're okay?
I'm not okay. Does it sound like I'm okay?
Yes, it does, actually.
Oh, it does. Okay.
It does. I told you don't play.
No. I haven't played this in a while.
And yes, I'm screaming on purpose.
Oh my god.
So all of them can hear.
Well, they can't hear now.
Number 1. So usually school is the one place where kids can escape from their embarrassing parents, but this daughter completely sacrificed her peace and quiet when she decided to act out. Like, we don't get to find out what exactly she did, but she must have misbehaved pretty bad, because the teachers asked her mom if she'd like to come in and watch her. The thing is, her mom didn't just show up, she took it above and beyond, and filmed her daughter walking between every single period. Not just that, but she yelled at her the whole time, reminding her that she screwed up and asking her to wave to the camera. Even I've gotta admit that it's pretty harsh, but I'm also sure she never misbehaved again, because I'd never step out of line if I knew that was gonna be my punishment. Let me know down in the comments how would you react if your parents did this to you though, because I'd love to know how you deal with your mom following you around for a day.
This is what happens when she cannot act right. Her parent has to come to school. Then she said I'm recording her embarrassment. But ask me, do I give a damn? When you do not act right in these people's school and they have to call me, then I come to your school and our mother has to come with her. So let's take a look in her classroom. Now she wants to hide because now she's embarrassed. Let's not be embarrassed. This is her seat. And as she sits there, I will be sitting here. So that means we both sitting, daughter and mama. And that's what happens when she cannot act right. So can we all say she can't act right? She cannot act.
And there's our video on the top 5 most embarrassing parents on the internet. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe so you see whenever I upload a video. Also, if you have your own top 5 or top 10 idea, feel free to use the extremely handy form in the description to submit it. With that said, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.